Back to my channel. It's your boy M2C. You know the vibes, you know what time it is, bro. This is like my 27th take, bro. Like, what time is it now? It's 23 past 10 on a Wednesday, bro. Shout out to everyone who's tuned in right now, bro. Please, dog, come on, like and subscribe, you know. But yo, if you're watching this, dog, I think this actually works, dog. Like, if I actually like blackmail you guys to kind of like, you know, like my shit, please just like this video, share it with your friends or your family or whoever, you know. So yeah, man, welcome back to my channel. I've been gone for a minute. We're doing Cassper Nyovest Refilwe. This is his 5th project, right? Called Solomon, which basically means peace. And yeah, man, I think this is Capo. Yeah, I think Capo's English name, right? I might be wrong, but I think so as well. So this is actually named after Casper's best friend, but also I think as well this is basically Cassper telling us like, hey man, I'm at peace right now, I'm content. And yeah, it actually shows in the music, man, because this is actually the best I've heard Cassper rapping, dog. This obviously, dog, Casper's always been very confident, but I feel like he's like really matured, bro. Like, he's in his bag right now. Cadence is actually like on point, his delivery is on point, his raps are on point. I mean, somewhat, yeah, you know, because there's some few lines here where you're like, but Casper's always like that, like. So but anyway, yeah, man, he dropped Solomon, his 5th project, yeah, on the 15th of September. He dropped the same day as Nasty C. Yeah, anyway, I actually like this album. I remember the first time I listened to this album, it was very, very, very early in the morning. I remember I was preparing for work, and then so I played Bashiman, you know, and then Huja Bless and Barman actually came on. So like, so sequentially it's very like sonically pleasing, and it's very cohesive, dog, and it's very concise, very short. But I think also, in a nutshell, basically Cassper is literally just telling us like, hey man, I have money, my make game is on point, and I have money, I have more money than you, I have more money than you, you know. So yeah, that's basically the gist of the album, and I think it's just Cassper having fun here. This is literally the most rapidly rap Cassper I've ever heard, dog. Like, he was in his bag, he was in his rap pocket, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was clean, bro. Like, this album was very clean. I don't think there's like very, besides Candlelight, which I feel like that song obviously, you know, kind of like created a bit of controversy because it was you know, a Keenan tribute. To be honest, dog, I'm actually very glad that kind of like Cassper showed his respect to the Keenan family, you know. I mean, obviously there was a lot of people on Twitter, you know how Twitter is, dog, or on X or whatever it is, like, yeah, but this is you know, marketing, you know, gimmick, blah blah. At the end of the day, bro, obviously, dog, it's all about marketing and whatever, but at the end of the day, like, for me, this song sounded very sincere. And yeah, man, and obviously it's also, dog, like the whole vibe of the album, man. Like, Cassper is literally just telling us like, man, I'm matured right now, I'm in a good space, I'm making more money, I'm in my spiritual bag as well, hence, you know, with the whole 018 music video. He was at church. I mean, the cover art as well kind of like, you know, is in sync with the whole theme of the album. So yeah, dog, I think Candlelight for me was like very, I think it was probably the only song where I was like, okay, let me like legit like kind of like give him an, yeah, because the whole, other than that, like the other songs were just okay in terms of like being enjoyable and actually just being like him just rapping like as the Cassper that we know, you know. Like I said, sequentially, man, and actually sequentially and cohesively, this album was very like clean, dog. Like, I'm not gonna even lie to you guys. I think my least favorite song here is probably like Beautiful Mind. I just didn't, because the first the first 6 songs were legit like very somewhat like, you know, boom bap type of vibe as well. And then you have Show Me Love a Friend with Ali Keys as well. I think that has Cassper in his R&B pocket as well. I think my legit, like, the only song that I always skip here is 008. I don't the song with Madlera, and I feel like I'm missing a lot of what Madlera is actually talking about here, because I don't like drill, dog. I hate drill. Like, not hate, but it's not really enjoyable to me. So I literally play everything here besides 018. I always skip 018. And I think Madlera's verse is actually very like dope. Because I remember there was I think when Cassper was actually doing the whole listening session, and then I saw a snippet of Madlera actually rapping his verse in like doing a cappella version of it, you know. So I feel like that for me was actually very dope. I kind of like, I realized, okay, nah, this is actually it's actually a good verse, like, because with the whole drill, dog, like, I literally get lost in what everyone is saying, because now I'm focusing on the beat, and I'm like, yo, shit, I don't like this beat, dog. But you know, I think it's actually like a clean verse from Madlera. And yeah, man, yo, and then like the last 2 songs, like those are like probably my favorite, like top 10 Cassper songs. It's not the same, yo, but when the beat starts, dog, on it's not the same. The snares, like, oh my G, yo, that was clean, bro. Like, shout out to Cassper, man. What's it? Blow your lungs. It's actually an old version, an old song of Cassper that he actually did in, like, when he was still coming up. Obviously, it's just basically him talking about his come up, and obviously had to rewrite some of the verses here, because it already talks about how he has been 10. He's actually a decade into the game. But yeah, I think that's very like dope in terms of like manifesting, you know. So, but yeah, other than that, Cassper is just having fun here. He's like, for me, man, like, I think this is one of Cassper's best works. Like I'm not gonna lie. I mean, people mostly always say that Tuto's probably his best album or whatever, but I feel like this album shows growth, dog, and his pen has actually improved. His cadence has actually improved. His flow has actually improved. So I feel like all in all, dog, this was a very good project. I'd probably give it like a 9 out of 10. Yeah, I think that's like the most I've ever rated Cassper. So yeah, clean album. Yeah, I think I just didn't like some of the stuff here. I mean, like, listening to, like, when he spoke about, like, you know, I don't share rappers, I don't share the B word with rappers, I share the B word with ministers. I mean, look, I don't really like right now. I think as I grow older now, I generally don't like listening to music that uses a lot of profanity, man. Like, I want to listen to this with my little sisters, bro. Like, I want to listen to your music when I'm around my siblings, or when I'm around kids, my nephews, or, you know. So if you're gonna use a lot of like swear words and profanity, for me, yeah, no. So I think that was like some of the qualms I had about this album. And I think some of the bars here, I was like, come on, man, like, we tackle like that the newspaper city press, come on, bro, like, you know. But other than that, let me not diminish, bro, like, you know, this good body of work that Cassper actually gave us. But yeah, 9 out of 10, clean as album, very concise as well. Yeah, shout out to all the features as well. Oh, ever changing times was actually very clean. Shout out to Aretha Franklin for the sample as well. That was clean, bro. That was very clean. Shout out to Cassper as well. So, but yeah, other than that, man, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, man, I'll check you out in the next video. Shalom.